Welcome to Wings of Fire Dreams. In this video, we will watch the family tree of medieval Cholas. To know the family tree of early Cholas, please subscribe to our channel. Starting with Vijaya Chola. The earlier Cholas were once famous in Tamil literature, and with the writings of Greek merchants and geographers faded into darkness. Cholas during this period almost completely disappeared from their native land. Vijaya Chola was the founder of Imperial Chola Empire. He conquered Tanjavur from Ilongo Mutturayar, who was the final ruler of Mutturaya dynasty. Vijaya Chola rose and established the Chola kingdom at Tanjavur with the help of Mutturayar king Aditya Chola I. Aditya Chola is the son of Vijaya Chola. Aditya I had two queens, Ilangon Pichi and Tiribhuvana Madeviyar. Aditya I had a long and victorious reign, during which he laid the foundation of the future greatness of Chola Empire. His son Parantaka I built a Shiva temple over his ashes. Parantaka Chola I. Parantaka Chola married two Chera princes, Kokilan Adigal and Iravinili. He married Sola Madeviyar as another princess. Rajaditya, the first son of Parantaka, was born to Kokilan Adigal, and then his second son, Gandharaditya, was born, and then the third son, Arinjaya, was born to Iravinili. He had at least two daughters, Virama Devi and Anupama. Uttamasidi does not appear to have lived long enough to succeed the Chola throne. Parantaka I died in 955. His second son Gandharaditya succeeded him. Gandhara Aditya Chola. Gandhara Aditya had two queens, namely Sembian Mahadevi and another called Veeranarayaniar. Sembian Mahadeviyar bore him a son called Madurantaka Uttama Chola. This must have been very late in his life, because at the time of Gandharaditya's death, Uttama Chola must have been a young boy, as he was set aside in the order of succession, and Arinjaya Chola took over the Chola crown. Arinjaya Chola. Arinjaya, the third son of Parantaka, was married to a Vaidumba prince called Kalyani, who bore him the son Sundara Chola. His another queen was Budi Aditya Pidari, the daughter of Tennaman Irkuvel. She founded the Chandrasekhara temple in Tiruchendur. Two of his wives, Viman Kundaviyar and Kodai Piratiyar, seem to have survived him and made gifts to temple in Arinjaya's name. Parantaka II Chola. Parantaka Chola II ruled for about 18 years. He is popularly known as Sundara Chola, as he was considered an epitome of male beauty. He was the son of Arinjaya Chola and Kalyani. Parantaka II Chola ascended the Chola throne despite the fact that his cousin Uttama Chola was alive and he had equal rights to claim the throne. Parantaka II Chola was married to Vanaman Mahadevi. He had two sons and a daughter. Aditya Karikalan II and Arulmozhivarman made remarkable achievements during Chola Dynasty. Vanaman Mahadevi committed sati at the king's death, and her image were perhaps installed at the Tanjavur temple by her daughter Kundavai. Kundavai married Vallavarayan Mandiyatthevan, who was the commander of the Chola Empire. RajaRaja Chola I. RajaRaja's original name was Arulmozhivarman, meaning blessed tongue. He was a son of Chola king Parantaka II and Queen Vanaman Mahadevi. RajaRaja's elder brother died before him, and after the death of Uttama Chola, RajaRaja ascended the throne in 985 AD. Known as Arulmozhivarman until this point, he adopted the name RajaRaja, which literally means king among kings. RajaRaja married a number of women, some of whom were Tirupuvana Madeviyar, Lokmadevi, Panjavan Madeviyar, Chola Mahadevi, and Villavan Mahadevi. He had two sons. Elder one is Rajendra Chola with Tirupona Mahadeviyar, and the younger one is Arayan Rajarajan. He had his first daughter Kundavai with Lokma Devi. Kundavai married Chalukya prince Vimaladityan. Rajaraja Narendra was born to Kundavai and Vimaladityan, and they were of Chalukya clan. Rajaraja I had two other daughters named Madevadigal and Gangama Devi. Rajaraja was succeeded by Rajendra Chola I. Rajendra Chola I was declared as heir apparent and formally associated with his father in the administration of Chola. Rajendra Chola I also had many queens, including Tiribhuvana or Vanavan Mahadevi, Mukkokilan, Panjavan Mahadevi, and Veera Mahadevi, last of whom committed sati upon her husband's death. His three sons, namely Rajadi Raja, Rajendra Chola II, and Veera Rajendra, followed him on the Chola throne in succession. Arulmozhi Nangayar and Ammanga Devi were the two known daughters of King Rajendra Chola I. Ammanga Devi married her cousin RajaRaja Narendra I of Chalukya clan, and she was the mother of Kulothunga Cholan I. Rajendra appointed his son Rajadiraja as heir apparent or co-regent to the Chola throne. Rajadi Chola. Rajadiraja was a great warrior who always led his shoulders from the front. His life is a testimony to a great king who fought his own wars, standing shoulder to shoulder with his men on front lines. He earned the title Jayamkonda Cholan, the victorious Cholan, after numerous victories. He married Tiriloka Mahadevi as his princess. His children seem to have been overlooked in the succession to the Chola crown for a brief time. Rajendra Chola II. Rajendra Chola II reigned as the Chola emperor, succeeding his elder brother Rajadiraja Chola I after his death. Tennavan Mahadevi and Uruthran Arulmozhi are the princes of Rajendra Chola II. Rajamagendran and Madurantaki were born to Rajendra Chola II. Veera Rajendra Chola I. He was the third son of Rajendra Chola I. Veera Rajendra Chola's daughter Rajasundari married an Eastern Ganga dynasty prince, and her son Anandavarman became the progenitor of the Eastern Ganga dynasty. Veera Rajendra had three sons, Adi Rajendra, Gangaikonda II, and Madurantaka, and he was succeeded by Adi Rajendra Chola. Adi Rajendra Chola. Adi Rajendra Chola reigned for a very short period of few months as the Chola king, succeeding his Veera Rajendra Chola. His reign was marked by civil unrest, possibly religious in nature. Adi Rajendra Chola was the last clan of Chola dynasty. He was killed in the religious chaos. Then after Rajendra, son of Rajanarendra and grandson of Rajendra Chola, captured the Chola throne and assumed the title as Kulothunga Chola I. The ascension of Kulothunga Chola marks the first time after Vijaya Chola that a person from the dynasty's maternal lineage ascended the Chola throne. Kulothunga Chola started the later Chola periods. Thanks for watching this. If you are going to watch the family tree of later Cholas, please subscribe to our channel.